You guys hear about Joe's crazy experiment, no wife, no pay. We still have several spots available so you can go register now in the link in description below. Hello guys, I'm here, Heart of Match Guarantee, and it's our normal Sunday live stream, yeah, where you are free to ask me any questions, everything that on your mind and that you don't know and would like to clarify, yeah, for yourself. How are you doing? How are you doing this beautiful Sunday? Who is here? Write me hello. Yeah, I've done very good video. If you haven't watched it yet, we publish it on, yeah, 2 videos actually. One is guidance on the first Skype introduction call. It's actually a very needed video because I see guys like very worry how to do it. It's first time, often for women as well as for men. So I prepared this video to help you guys to have this guidance. And another, it's about like digging in psychology, why it's important for Ukrainian women to be like that man is don't take responsibility for a family for 50%, 50-50, how it often goes in the Western world, and why is that? Hello, Gregory. Hello, Bill. Hello, Edward. Edward, are you now in Ukraine? Edward, yeah. I know it's every time when I go to public to find out the good news about Ukraine, unfortunately, I see that situation don't change yet. In no, are you in Hungary now? Okay, but you was in Ukraine, I think, when the war started. Budapest, I see. Yeah, nothing now really. Not much good news there. People used to live. I talk to my friends who now live in different areas, there is a you see, there is a region where actually I grew up. We connected to Odessa by bridge, and this bridge now blew up. So you have to go through territory of Moldova to get to Odessa, and men from 18 to 60 years old, they cannot leave territory of Ukraine even if they want to. It's so they cannot now. In south, this population, it just cut it from the mainland because no way to, like only going outside, but men cannot. So it's crazy. Yeah, and I ask, it's a resort, no people coming, all like Black Sea in mines because Ukrainian, they want to protect. If there will be, soldiers will come. So yeah, locals swim in the river. It's hot summer, but hot not only because of weather. Yeah, we're still in Mexico. In Cancun, it's really hot now here. Yeah, but I like it. Actually, I like it more than cold. With air conditioner, you can live here very, very good. But then in the morning and in the evening, very pleasant like weather. And then often the rains come, and when the rain comes, it's not really that that hot. Yeah. Like I talked to the young administrator. She's now in Spain, and she said we praying for rain to come because we're very hot. Like, so here, like more often rain. And I realize I cannot trust weather forecast because it's change every minute, and there is sun, and like in 10 minutes all of a sudden rain. So everywhere you have to take umbrella with you. Hi there, guys next door. Yeah. So Bill planning his trip to Europe. You can Bill maybe go to Hungary too if you will have time. Yeah. So what you want to talk about today? Maybe you want to write me some questions or anything. We have now actually one client who is going to come to Kiev, which we don't recommend now. From Minnesota, Eric in Minnesota, Eric Rudin. Yeah, Eric. I just remember you recently done donation, moving forward with us. Congratulations on being almost on board. Bas. Yeah, he will come to Poland, and then from Poland he will take train to Lviv, and then from Lviv to Kiev. Anyway, guys, it's too early to these things. And what would be better to learn, Russian or Ukrainian? You know, before war, I would say probably Russian, because most of people, I mean, not most, it's like Ukraine has very big territory, and these parts that closer to the west, most of people speak Ukrainian language. But to the east, closer to Russia, most people speak Russian. In the center, there is people who speaks mixed language. We call it surzik. It's like Russian and Ukrainian together. And on the east of Ukraine, people also speak Russian, and on the south and on the east can be mixed, and also can be more Russian because Belarusian there. So now I see the tendency that many Ukrainian people, they switch to speak into Ukrainian language. Like my family was also always speak only Russian. My brother grew up in Kharkov. It's close to Russia, yeah. And then my mother also from Kharkov. And I grew up in the south of Ukraine, so we always, like, everybody speaks around the Russian language. But now, even they joke that Putin have so much bad things he's done, but he can be entitled for best teacher of Ukrainian, for many years, because now so many people switch into Ukrainian language. Due to many reasons, because they want support spirit with Ukrainian people. They support their country. Even those who said before, I cannot, I speak bad or something mixed, it maybe sounds sometimes funny. So it's different languages. It has a lot of in common, but I think it will be more depend on which lady that you meet, which language she will speak. Because even some Ukrainian people who spoke Russian, and now, like, because of war, they still spoke Russian. It's okay. I mean, we also try to, like, talk to each other and encourage not to just like not to judge each other about what language you, because of war, speak now. Be understanding to each other. So it's everybody's choice. Maybe, maybe it will be nice to learn Ukrainian, but it depends on maybe how, yeah, the lady you meet, where she grew up. If in the West, they more like have how to say, it's like the more forget this word, like patriotic, yeah, or no, not patriotic, like about the more keeper of Ukrainian traditions, Ukrainian language, Ukrainian yeah, different customs, Ukrainian old songs, so the more into Ukrainian culture generally speaking. So if your lady will be from the west of Ukraine, better you learn definitely Ukrainian. But if she's from the east of Ukraine, then it's up to your relationship. Why so deep sigh? I don't know, deep. Okay, the girl I used to communicate with switched to Ukrainians as a form of protest. I don't think it's necessary to elaborate further. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. My parents tend to mix English and Vietnamese for some reason. People do this in Latin America. Yeah. Uh, yeah, many people. And also, it started in Ukrainian army, because we look the same with the Russians. So Ukrainian army, they was told they only communicate with each other in Ukrainian language. It's even if Russian will cut their, um, record of their call, army call, yeah, they cannot understand really what's they discuss there. So because it sounds different. And it's how that you also can test, because sometimes Russian soldiers say he's Ukrainian, he wear the form, and then he cannot speak any Ukrainian. So it's also, or cannot understand the simplest words, Ukrainian. So it's how they find out just using the language. I don't know any Vietnamese. Oh, there's so many. Yeah, I think he bought already train ticket. Uh-huh. Okay, these guys help each other about traveling to Ukraine. From my experience dating my ex-Ukrainian woman that I born in America, I just Americans, they don't act Ukrainian unless she's at home. I think the younger like lady, because you're Tony young probably, um, and she's of course she was born there. Of course she like a little bit, not a little bit, but she's westernized deeply in because it's the culture she grew up, right? So it's affect her definitely. She can have some, unless she's at home behavior. Yeah. Anyway, that's a question for me now because we're moving with two girls here to Canada. So I question how it's interesting, how it will reflect on them. But anyway, I think the values they come to not only from the place where we live, but also from parents like I see that from our some client who was before married to Slavic woman, that now have an adult daughter. She's in her, even she grew up in Canada, right? In the Western world, she has very like mm, traditional values and expectations about family and about everything. So I think it's also um, depends. So because her mother, she was always example for her, and had big influence for her, not only society where you live. So it's mixed. Hi Anna and Joy, if you remember Leo, the Chinese living in the US client that you interviewed on live stream, he managed to be in a relationship with one of your lady now. Leo, young guy, yeah. Uh, mm, right now he's not in a relationship as far as I know. We can update you. Maybe there is something changed when he go. Because sometimes it happen. Like recently, I was doing video about the great couple that we really like. They have great potential, and they say they kind of broke up, and then now they again together. So it can happen. But anyway, Leo, he has he had now nothing to complain about. It was he said he was very fruitful and interesting experience in his life. Going so far from his home and learning different culture, meeting us, even we did with him we spent a lot of time in person with him because somehow we bumped in each other several times. One time we was in street cafe, and he saw us, so we invite him. So like many times we spent a lot of time, and then basically Joe was helping him to overcome his fears, breaking about doing street approach like this. So I think he said actually that I feel like I'm coming back to USA a different person, like feeling different values, my own values. So he said that now I feel like it will be different for me in USA as well if I will continue. Anyway, we now in force majeure, so we work with clients. Contracts will be extended to tour, and everybody who wants to be in this journey, we will, support guys and do our best to create opportunity for them to be successful with us. Okay. Okay. I just come back from Dubai and realized I have a bit of work to do with myself. I saw all those ladies like women with either wealthy men or athletic men who look better than me. No, Dubai is very like different country from like from, for example, Egypt, where most of Ukrainians before war, okay, even now in Turkey, where it's a more family resort, where you can see more normal Ukrainian families, in Egypt and in Turkey, yeah, as well. Dubai, different energy, yeah, luxury, and I mean, we always have, it's very like to think that I'm not good enough in something. It's not the best creating scenario for your life. There is one coach, I think she was I don't remember her name. She's a woman. She traveled all over the world, and everything that she teach people, just I am good enough. in this. It's like the main slogan. All her presentation about I'm good enough. Like people creating their beliefs about their here and now. They good enough, like increasing love to themselves. That leads, that reflects in their reality. So there's nothing wrong with desire to improve yourself, become better version physically, inner beauty. There is nothing wrong with this, but just the guys next door, you the one unique person in the world. There is no second guy like you, and it's already very, very powerful. And meeting the right lady, it's not about you know mm, she's attracted to you there, how thick your wallet, right? Or how many six packs do you have, or if you can see them clearly. It's about connection on many levels, right? And if all of a sudden your six packs will disappear, or you will have temporary problem at business, or some, it will not be the deal breaker for your relationship, because it's a relationship based on love, right? That's what I will encourage you to look for. uh, over over settling for the woman. I don't want. Oh, guys start to write code. Now it's like too much. Everybody was quiet. Now, um, um, Anu, yes, you gotta be realistic. You gotta good look to get a true good looking life partner. Yeah, I don't know, like from, some, like it's even some ladies, they like, I don't know, they like have 3 kilo more than they should have, and they think they're already super fat, or like for somebody they look normal, but they think they're super fat, But yet we have another woman who is really like, very big, and then she's happy with herself. So it's everything very objective, like, and we are the big judges, for ourselves. That's the reality. So I don't know, like, what's the guy next door, what's your start, how bad or how good you look right now. But anyway, it's a very good way always to, it's a good idea to always improve yourself, but just accepting for it right now, right? And um, yeah, that's what the right motivation. Do it because you want to feel good about yourself. If it's affect your perception of yourself, then it's a good idea to do. um yeah, Leo, he stuck in many men's even heart. Yeah, for such a great personality he has. um he learned like this. He said, like, I just didn't realize it's such a different world, this uh, traditional woman. He just, thought he could date like the same, like it's in the West, because it's everything that he know. And but he was like super quick learning and adjusting. He's But he said, but kind of too late. I should have do my homework before I come, and learn more about Slavic women, and how to build successful relationship with them. But the Leo, the Leo. So Leo has a very awesome, very high, tall bar in his expectation and lady that he wants to catch, and that's what he say. I never like um, challenges. It's all his life, so it's not something that scare him or stop him. Yeah, so really young hero. So I do believe that he everything will happen for him. Doesn't matter with us or just on his own, because of just his great attitude and great personality. Mm-hmm. Uh, Hi Anna, I want to ask one of my love lady online named Anna suddenly left me communication after 2 years online dating. I could not understand. Can you search for her for me? She's also Anna. You know how many Annas in the world? I'm not police. No, I cannot search. Just wonder what kind of communication you have, where, if it's paid communication. Mm, if not, have you ever met her in real life? If it was in communication for 2 years, and then no, it's a long time, and then war started. I don't know. I mean, where she live in Ukraine? Uh, what site did you meet her, Ajani? Yeah, there is a lot of questions around. Just her name, it's not enough for understanding what's going on. Um, yeah. Um, what about dating sites? LD? Are the lady real or most scams? Josie, can you help me? What is LD? Um, LD? Um, I don't know. I'm waiting for help here. Yeah, okay. Joseph also don't know. What is LD? Um, yeah, then I can answer a question, okay? Uh, from Dnipro, Ukraine city. She wanted to come to India. How did you meet her? Like she on a paper letter website, mm, or just in Facebook, or somehow on Instagram, social media? Um, you know, um, Dnipro is not in like crazy bad condition now because of war, so I think everything okay with her. But if she been in communication with you on a unlucky date, okay, wait a second, and if she been communication with you on some social media, and don't see any action from you, war started, you don't come, she never see you. Um, Normally, it's exceptional when woman makes first step and fly to unknown country to unknown man. So first time she wants to see you coming to her home to meet her. It's traditional way of meeting men. And then if everything works out relationship, then she can go to you. But then 2 years, it's been a long time, and she just basically maybe lose hope that she will ever see you and stop communicate. If it was again free social media website. Look, love wins. Uh, so yeah, there is hundreds of these websites, and the rule is one. That's what Joe wrote. If you're paying to communicate, pay per letter websites, it's all scams. You need to understand this. What website has, I don't know, 1,000 or 20,000 ladies, and all of a sudden you write and somebody answer you and you in chat. It's not possible that all those ladies, they just sitting and waiting until you will write them, and all of a sudden at 4 a.m. she in Ukraine, she don't sleep and she happy to chat with you, about something, how's the weather in Ukraine or what's going on there. It's not it's there is sitting workers, who is paid. It's their job, they have schedule, they have a shift, night shift, day shift. And like this man, normally it's man, young boys, he's responsible for these 10 girls, so he's responsible on each and in reality those ladies, they know what's they often, they know that somebody talks from their name, and in reality they're not into marriage at all. They have different purposes when they join a website. It's sometimes they getting paid from, I don't know, percentage or something, from gifts, because they do sometimes photo with charm site on charm date. Yeah, scam by design. So guys, I see it's like still such a big number of guys just who don't understand when they in real relationship, and when they it's even worse. I was hoping that maybe you meet her just in social media and talk to her on Johnny for free, but looks like you've been paid all this time. So so here, why she disappeared? Probably the translator who was working there, he maybe left Ukraine or somehow, and now nobody responsible for this girl, her profile to be, in touch. And maybe if they will give somebody, he don't know all the history that you was talking to her, they have to be very focused now not to ruin the, your perception of being in a relationship. So so be happy. It's what I would say. I understand after 2 years being in a relationship, guys, they really feel and they perceive this is a real relationship, but it's not nothing. It's nothing about being in a real relationship. And I can tell you from experience of our ladies, the longest time they was in a relationship and distance with a man, it was 1 year. And after 1 year, if men don't plan to come, normally women just say, listen, I cannot have anymore because, this relationship. But it's normal. You understand, they talk on WhatsApp or Skype or Viber, free app where it's not somebody pay, but she wants to see him. She wants to move ahead with establishing real relationship. So I was like, question why 2 years? Maybe she's super young and have so much time, to probably even to waste, because you don't know until you meet person in real life. You don't know if there is chemistry, if there is if you have real feelings for this person. Doesn't matter how good you know. I know one American man who said that I was communicated with Ukrainian lady for 1 year, and she was like so great match for me, and we have so many things in common, and such an amazing woman. like I thought I will just come and I make proposal to her. And then what happened when he come and meet her, he just realized he don't have attraction to her. And I know how important it for man, You think that you cannot, it's a deal breaker, cannot compromise these things. He said, I feel strongly she can be my friend, but I just can't perceive her as my potential life partner because I don't have any chemistry. So it's important, to have guys, if you start a relationship, if you in a relationship with a real Ukrainian woman to move forward, especially now, to meet her quicker, not 1 year, not half a year, even 1-2 months. From my experience, not just older men, younger men like myself, we've been there. Lucky I didn't invest too much after I noticed that something was fishy. Yeah, some guys sense it, but some guys, have very trusty nature, and some people, much more easier to manipulate. But some people you cannot at all. So it's very different nature. But why this business exists? Because of very trusty nature of foreigners, man. They even, okay, I have also very trusty nature. When I go on this website, everything looks for me so real that even I question how it can be that those ladies description so nice. The only fact that normally in my mind, like, why she's open from to meet a man if she's 24, from I don't know, 24 to, or from 20 to 60 or something. This one looks for me suspicious. Normally other things you just look and you like, yeah, everything looks real, looks real. So yeah, and I understand how it's happened to guys, and it's just great manipulation that this, and they their workers, they been teach how to how to improve themselves in scamming guys. They also not um, even you look for a job translator, it's called, yeah, they pay you more money if you be an experience, because this experience you can make more money for a company. So that's the reality. Thank you, Donald, for compliment. Oh my god. I don't mind you saying compliments. Since that I have very understanding husband and confident in himself. I even had a girl who wrote cheesy letters saying you're an amazing guy, but now our lives went in different direction. I got a job offer I could not offer, so I'm deleting myself from the site. Um, I just didn't understand completely. Um, mm, yeah, there is some girls being paid. I told not one time the story that when I want to find my foreigner husband, I wanted to join agency, and it was tough to find good one, and basically it didn't happen for me. And when I asked this even bad agency if I can be there, but they will not talk to nobody, and from my name, or like, because I have normal, pure intention to find a husband, they say no, you're not our, um, you know, we have different goals with you, so we cannot accept you. So you can imagine what type of girl there. And I saw how this industry was becoming more toxic and toxic from year 2003 when I first came to Kiev, and I saw, you know, it was existing there that time, but it's just like parasite or cancer, becoming worse and worse. So now it's like even training program. Um, okay, Joseph. Um, Donald asked something about girls. Sorry, I didn't see all the comments. Maybe I missed something. What if you meet multiple women during the magic Guaranty experience and you like two women? What do most guys do for the rest of their time there? Uh, what do you mean? Yeah, when you client of Magic Guarantee experience journey, um, We in distance we do one time. I mean, one lady at a time. We do introduction. So you you know you choose each other mutually after seeing photo and letter, reading each other, and then you have an video call introduction. And after video call you're still interested to start communication with each other, you know you be in exchange contact information, then you on your own build a relationship. So we know that this specific woman now building a relationship with this man, so we don't introduce her to other men, as well as uh, men, we don't introduce him to multiple ladies, because it's the best way how to make relationship works, being focused on your lady, not mixing up several ladies, several names, and several histories. Ladies feel this, and they're very sensitive about infidelity topic. So it's the best way. And then, of course, before you choose whom to have video call, you have, let's say, several yeses, yeah? And from these several yeses, men always know who is top choice for him. And so basically you start to build a relationship with your top choice, right? And if something doesn't work, we move ahead with another introduction. Yeah, so it's how it works. Before it was, I would say, even in some way more difficult, because when guy come for 6-day vacation, he goes every day on a date, and then don't have enough time to get to know those ladies, and he said, I just don't know, how to choose. I like all of them, or like I don't know, three women, but I understand it's not good to communicate with all three. So I wish I have more time to meet them second, third time. But it was difficult for guys who come for very short time, yeah, like 6 days. If you have at least 2 weeks, you have opportunity to meet second, third time to get to know each other more, and then from this make a decision. Normally, guy was living in Ukraine in relationship with one lady, sometimes with two. Yeah. So now you have different. And because of distance, they was continue to get to. It was hard to call relationship because they have several, dates basically. But yeah, guys, if you want private consultation with me, you can go to Match Guaranty, register, and have it. But now you have time to get to know each other, and you travel to the lady that you already have very great connection with, and just to bring your relationship on a new level, right? Um, uh, I think it's better to meet in person, maybe Poland. So look, yeah, first of all, just jump out from paper letter communication. And even if you will be able to meet the lady you want, from with whom you communicate, you need to understand if she joined this kind of website, this platform, she aware that from her profile, uh, you know, companies, scam guys, you can approximately understand her, her life values, her quality, of a woman, and ask yourself, you want to be scammed more and broken heart more, even, if you're talking about meeting this lady that you communicate. It's like to make bigger drama, now it's very okay. Okay, if it's us, then it's different story. I just was not sure what path you choose. But yeah, I'm generally speaking now to other guys too, being in communication with paper letter girl, and then expecting that when you will meet her, she will fall in love with you all of a sudden. Even I saw, oh my God, I saw such a, yeah, somebody I think wrote about Aussie, super sexy a guy who can be, I don't know, contestant on Handsome. Yeah, Steve. Thank you, Joe. They don't care about whom to scam, you know. It's like you cannot believe that, you know, these guys can be scammed, but, you know, they don't care. That's the reality, you know. One thing when it's a man who is, you know, never going to come, he's just like, you know, in relationship, like it's in Japan, in virtual relationship forever, you know. There is some Japan man who is married virtually to his wife, you know, computer, uh, who is not existing in reality, you know, and he's in a relationship with her and he's married her, you know, it's one thing. But if man, you know, honestly looking for a life partner, he's coming and he's, you know, doing action. That's, you know, when it's sad, you know. Yeah. So about where to meet ladies. So we was trying to do our efforts, you know, on updating our database with each lady where she's right now. But we just realized, you know, it's like diffusion. It's like a non-stop movement that our ladies doing right now, you know, from moving from one country to another, looking for a better, you know, possibility, because everybody looks it will be um, long-term situation. So they're looking where they can settle new life, you know. So in 1 week, lady can change 3 countries. So that's why it's not possible to track. So we give an update where the lady that, you know, if she has mutual interest with you, where she's situated right now. So yeah, and also if lady is still in Ukraine, I don't know, in the West Ukraine, where it's relatively safe, you know, she's in her home, she can relatively quickly, you know, leave her home if situation will be worse. So we talk to our ladies, you know, if she likes a man, she said yes, of course. Um, uh, she 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 how to say, she can, and it's part of our interviewing with her, you know. She can go to meet men in Poland, or like in slow in a close place in Europe to meet the men. Sorry, I missed the message. Are video calls with the ladies on schedule on weekends or during the weekdays? It depends on the schedule of both. We ask men normally when he can, and then ask lady, and then we see when we can find the, you know, time that will work for both of them. Like recently we have Monday. Yeah, Monday we had 3 calls, and this looks like Monday, you know, work days, but it was working great for men as for women. Um, some of our ladies, they live now in a touristic place, so they work in a weekend, so they have day off on Monday, like this woman and several more. So it depends, but mhm. You'll be scammed if you don't use credible channel to find your ladies. That's the reason we have Match Guarantee and other credible matchmaking agency. Yeah, that's how I noticed that she's scammer, and also the first time I discovered Match Guarantee, this video gave me the signal that she was a fake. Yeah, guys, you know, you need to look for, I mean, to do your homework, to know the information, and then if you still want to try, or you accidentally watch my video now, you know, and just realize that you in paper letter, just jump out. You don't want, it's, you know, more broken wallet and more broken heart. That's what's more sad, you know, because we see this, for example, Aussie man, you know, doesn't matter, he was scammed. I see his inner state was even in a worse condition, you know. Man who you know, can have a great life partner and love and everything, you know, and you see that how how big damage it's done to his heart, and it's really sad. How much does the program cost right now, and how are you dealing with the meeting ladies there in security promised cities? Normally, we have now around 50% of the ladies that left Ukraine. So all our dates now been our guys going to Europe instead of Ukraine. So it's a very exceptional situation when men go to Ukraine. We don't advise this. We don't want this. So normally, woman goes, but of course, it's you know. It should be, mutually, good interest in going, especially abroad. If you have good communication with a lady who live in Ukraine, for example, for months, of course she will go to meet you in Europe, if she open for relationship, generally speaking, because some ladies, they not open now, and they tell honestly, about their, emotional stage, because different people going, differently, with different speeds through accepting all this, situation and stress, overcoming their stress and everything. So, yeah, but generally speaking, everybody who live in Europe, they much more stable. They live in safety country. They accept the situation, trying to, they have other things to worry, about settling a new life. So, yeah. From yeah, from 1st of July, our investment with us, it's a lifetime matchmaking partnership, which is investment of $10,000, unlimited dating. Yeah, and Joseph help me. Thank you. Yeah, I just see that guys worry a lot about how to meet ladies. That's why I continue again and again, just to make sure you know that you don't need to go to Ukraine. Paper letter is a scam. It's a joke, or you just I would take frequent to various country, and Ukraine was one of them. I think you're joking, yeah? Because if you're not, then yeah, I'm happy that you discovered this today with me, and maybe I save one more guy. Yes, it's most known facts in the beginning of the time. It's yesterday's news. Okay, let's read. Time for busy guys make it more difficult. Some guys travel early, other not so much. How do meetings work if less visits but serious intention? How many trips to finally end up together? Hey Dan, before war it was normally when lady was living in her home, it can be 3-4 trips, during 1 year until couple, and all this time when they insist and they was building relationship. So in 1 year, normally the proposal was coming, and then extra 1 year until they was getting K1 visa. So all these 2 years they was in distance relationship. Now, yeah, and men come I don't know, 3 times a year approximately to see her like this. Now the process of dating is speed up, yeah, because of war. It's much easier to get permission for lady to get to USA. So doesn't matter, first meeting should be in Europe somewhere, with a lady. she will not fly to you just by program, to men that she never meet. So um, so first time you meet her in Europe, and then next time, and then you can, if everything works good, you spend like, I don't know, 1 week, 2 weeks together, you're excited about and want to move ahead. Now the lady, if you from USA or Canada 2 weeks to approve the America, you need to be approved as a sponsor. And then lady, we have our clients who applied the ladies, so they've been approved in 5 days. So basically she's approved, she can fly right now, but first you want still to have you have this first meeting, and then when she fly by this program to America, uh, you're not under pressure on getting married, after being in a relationship for 1 or 2 weeks in Europe. So you can continue to date each other in your country. You don't need to fly. It's much easier and better. You can get to know each other more. By this program, I think they get approved for at least 1 year. Yeah, but then maybe you can extend it. So you have time to get to know each other. If everything will go well, in 1 year you can be engaged and get married. So yeah, it's how it works now mostly. But again, if she go to USA, guys, I don't suggest you offer her to live in your home. It's putting pressure on her. You know, so there is a lot of homes all over the world that now for refugees available, and you can find some options for her living, maybe in another family, just having a room. If it's too much to rent something separate, or maybe if you have two homes in, like separate, it should be separate. But I don't think, if everything will go well, it will not be like she will live there for a very long time, if your relationship will go well, but maybe for a month, two, and then, you will start. You only have a look better than a monkey. Shown from my video quote here. Okay, it's not my personal quote. Yeah, it's something that's really very popular. Popular. Okay, I wouldn't say it's like this works really good if you talk about ladies like 30 plus. Okay, if we talk about younger generation, of course it's very different story. And higher SMB, there is more things are more important. The more lady in demand, like, I don't know, 24, 25, the more she has choices and the more she picky she is. But if you talk about ladies 30 plus, it's this rule works and applying more. They're looking for different things, matching goals, matching interests, great personality, matching. Yeah, these things are more important. But again, not okay. I would I just remember one case that we have recently, and it was very very open-eyed for me, yeah, about monkeys. Great connections, yes. The older I see, the older couple, the more both of them more down to earth and in their expectations, yes. And much easier to do matchmaking, honestly. And different level of gratitude about the process too. So that's the reality. Okay. Ah, okay, guys. On this positive note about monkeys, yeah, maybe maybe you can let me go. and enjoy my Sunday. Yeah. Uh, ah, thank you. Yeah, from my experience with the younger ladies, they are very picky. You have to be tall or or 180 centimeters, um, and got shut down because of it. Yeah, tall. It seems that mm, that man should be taller than woman. It's something that uh okay. It's not. It's not. It's okay. 177 centimeters. When we have guys, I try to remember like 165 centimeters. I remember our matchmaker like, oh, it will be difficult to help, but okay, we'll try to find not tall ladies because normally they look at this before even introduced. They want to know the man's. How high, how his height, yeah, to see if if when before she even say yes, yes, it's important factor. They don't want to be shorter. I mean, they want to be shorter than the man. Again, because it's connected to their unconsciousness desire of safety and security. Yeah, man bigger, he can provide this, and when she like taller, she look at him like, who is providing here safety and security for whom? so cannot blame for that. Just need to look for him. Ladies definitely who is shorter than your height. Um, no, we don't set no meetings in Ukraine. We do like a lot of ladies now in Europe, and every time when we have a list of the ladies who is interested and where they situated right now, and so men can choose, with whom to start the relationship based on all information. Yeah. Um, her profile and where she is right now. So for example, in the website, it can be Kiev, but in reality, she's already in Cyprus. So we give all the information and just an update. Yeah. Uh, yeah. And then if even woman, she is interested in you and she's in Ukraine, she's willing and, to come to meet you in Europe if you will have great connection. Mhm. How long do you recommend us to stay in per trip to meet her? I work remotely, so I just need good internet. But the longer you stay, there will be a tax issue. Hmm. The longer you can stay, the longer it's better, to invest your time to get to know each other. Um, if men come for, I don't know, 1 month, it would be maybe ideal. Yeah. I mean, if you can longer, then that will be better even. But definitely not like try to do it at least more than 1 week. 1 week and plus. It will be better. The more time you will spend, the more you will, progress on your relationship, right? In many different levels. Time for busy guys make it more difficult. Some guys travel early, other. Uh-huh. Okay, I answered this question then, right? Yeah, before your answer. So, mm, yeah, because now you have opportunity to continue to date her in your home. So, it's better before you will make this step to get to know each other in Europe for a little bit longer than 6 days. Um, have a whole different out, outlook than American women. You mean how we look? We're different. I don't understand, Christopher, but it's okay. Yeah, it's like Ukraine. Outlook, attitude. Okay. Um, uh-huh. Yeah, it's different story. Yeah, different energy. And I'm watching American movies. I see that I see this, differences very clearly in behavior, in attitude, in different things. Um, yeah, it's like lost traditional world out there that still exists. Okay, guys, I just want to say you thank you. Okay, fine there. For being with me today, being so active, helping each other, yeah, giving advices. Yeah, don't forget that we have still this crazy offer, no wife, no pay um, experiment, and you can find the link below this video. And if you want to book consultation with me, so please move forward, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. See you next Sunday. See you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Have a good day too for all of you. Okay. Be safe and happy. Okay. Bye bye.